Renata, Sivir. We're probably gonna see Kalista. What else? Spannable Poppy. They want to stop Kalista Mumu. Maybe Yone is T1's answer to Sejuani. That would be my guess. What? They first pick Wukong? That one should pick Poppy, Yuumi, and AD on 3. I think they can go Poppy, Yuumi, AD on 3, and they'll pick Azir and AD, or something like this, or top. Maybe they value Sedge as well, unless they want to pick Sedge here somewhere. Take it away from the Wukong, both are fine. I think picking Sedge, Yuumi, for example, is okay. Don't have many ADs, you'd have to drop the Poppy, which is not great though. But I think denying the Sedge is good because you banned Yone for it. I guess that's why you're 1-2ing. They take away Azir. Okay, they should just go Ahri then. I think they should just go Ahri, Sedge then. Or unless they want to pick Akali. I think Akali, Sedge is fine too. I don't like full bot lane here. Unless you're playing Kalista Note or something, but I don't think it's good yet. Ahri, Sedge would be standard. And Nuguri would just pick Gragas, but no, they would pick Poppy. They have to pick Poppy on here, on 3. They have to pick Poppy. The problem with picking Poppy is if they ban... They do pick Not. Okay, so they pick... Okay. When they have Aphelios, Not, Draven Not, Samira Not, Kalista Not, yeah. No, you're not playing Kalista Yuumi, you're fucking with me sideways. They take Zeri. I guess that's fine because they can ban Sejuani if they want to. Okay, I can see what them one have done. But I just really know, I need to know what your last picking.
Yeah, it is going to be blind, though, so there is an option.
Zeus must have an answer to Sedge. There's Samira, yeah, it's good, I think. Yeah, I like T1's draft, yeah. But what is your last pick jungle? Because you gave up Poppy to deny Sejuani and make sure you have Zeri Yuumi. You early picked Azir to deny Azir as well. Which I think is not that useful, but maybe Azir is broken and I'm missing something. A lot of teams are early rotating Azir, so I can... there's a lot of people playing it, but... yeah, Xin Zhao is probably the best, isn't it? Xin Zhao is good. Viego is fine. I think Xin Zhao is the best. Trundle is actually pretty good too, I think. But they'd lack a lot of damage then. I actually think Damwon should have picked Trundle. Because I don't think this Xin Zhao pick is going to help you have more damage. It's just a slightly weaker early game. And I think T1 are... I mean, I guess it can peel a bit as well. No, I think Trundle's better. I don't know why... I think they should have just dropped Azir. I think it's the best, maybe. What happens if you drop Azir and they get Azir? They play Azir, Wukong, Nautilus or Sedge. It's fine. Because then you have, what do you have? You have Zeri, Yuumi, Poppy, you ban ADs. But if they early pick Nautilus and you have Yuumi, isn't Ezreal fine into Nautilus lanes? Yeah, I'd have to sit there for 5-10 minutes to figure that one out. But I think it's very solvable. If you have Yuumi, Zeri, Poppy open, and you want to deny Sejuani and Azir, I think you're trying to cover too many things. You either give them Sejuani or Azir, and you just... Hey guys, it's Caedrel. I'm going to be pumping out loads of YouTube content, but I noticed that a lot of you aren't subscribed. There's going to be a graphic somewhere. Maybe my editor put it up. But if you could subscribe, it really helps. I really appreciate all the support on the videos recently. I'll try to be covering all the major regions across the world as much as I can. And yeah, thanks again for watching the videos. Enjoy! Bitch. So Ahri Azir, this matchup, I've seen it so many fucking times now. Initially, when I saw this matchup first being played, I thought Ahri could get push early, but like level on the third wave, I thought Ahri could get push, but Azir is... Every time I see this matchup, Azir is just fucking Ahri the first 4 levels. I've seen on both sides from Chovy, I've seen... Also, I guess T1 value Wukong over Yuumi and over Poppy. Which is kind of odd, I guess, looking at LPL. It's a monster leash, holy fuck. Jungle is 1. I think this is good if you get... you can't really do much with queuing once. Fine though. This helps a bit with the Azir push early, which I think you can get really easily. Would be ideal if you could get more, but there's nothing to do there. I think Owner could have just done 3 top camps into mid gank from above and then back to bot side for his Nautilus lane. I think that's slightly better. Because they can actually contest this bot crab, and he can really chunk that Azir level 3, I think. I don't like this setup. I think Wukong should be bot side. This Azir should already be chunked out. Don't like when you have a Nautilus lane that has to give up the wave a bit this early when they can stack waves. But Nurku doesn't have a biscuit. Oh, he's gonna die, yeah, he's dead. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Into this one excellently. Nuguri is incredibly low though.
Really smart by Canyon.
Not matter. Canyon is in here. There's no flash for Zeus. He is going to charge away.
Really nice.
To get meleeed from range as Canyon will take
I actually feel like if it's a cannon wave next, and I think it is, because Sejuani goes Lucidity first item, right? It's a cannon wave. Can Sejuani just run bot? Like, no joke. And then just TP top after they do something bot? No, he doesn't go boots, never mind. Normally I see Sejuani go Lucidity boots first item. Yeah, he would never have time. Okay, so you can't really do that. Maybe he has boots thingy? Does he have magical footwear? Normally I see them go Lucidity. Maybe you go Lucidity boots when you have Ignite. That would make more sense. So there are T1s like they have kill pressure bot and owner could match bot. But I guess they're making it so Canyon has to cover and then he can just take his top camps when he covers. I think Ornn, Wukong, Ahri, I think against enemy champs, I think Herald is pretty free. Yeah, Canyon can't really do anything bot, he just needs to make sure that they can't die. Maybe they can move to Herald after this? I don't know. They take their bot lane to Herald. Okay, T1 are starting to play mid to bot. It's good. I think they win 2v2 pretty hard. When Faker bases. They still need to base. But they have bot push, they have mid push, I think, if they wanted. The only problem, right, like the only like issue you have is if you play really hard mid to bot and you fight here, then it's always bad for the team that's doing it because you can just TP to this bot tier 1. Nuguri and Zeus can't do shit, so it's kind of hard to go too deep right now. Maybe they could have. If they see, did they see Canyon go there? I think they should not be running bot side if they saw Canyon go there. They should be running here again. They saw him, right? They want to collapse on it? They can. Okay, Zeus can stop the TP, that's good.
As everybody is getting into this bottom side, Duckdom skips the hell out of there. Charm is big, but again,
Owner's dead.
Owner is
they lost 3v4.
He's going to be the first one to go down in this fight.
Or
Kuma.
Oh my god, this Yuumi is so broken. Oh my god, he's alive. Zeri played this really good. Goes to the wall, get over. Then they go on Canyon. Canyon's ult was pretty good as well. Just ult them off. It was actually Owners who gets targeted and he dies. Then I think he gets Triumph, Canyon. They still have Exhaust. Exhaust on Guma. Why didn't he? Oh my god, Guma fucking inted it, man. What the hell? Why didn't he cleanse Exhaust? He just cleansed when he was dead. What is this cleanse by Guma? He should have just cleansed the Exhaust and he would kill them.
Not to mention how much damage the Crescent Guard tanks here.
Oh shit, man. Here, if he just cleanses Exhaust, the Xin Zhao is dead. Oh my god, Guma. Super into it. That's the whole reason he has cleanse, right? Sejuani ult and Exhaust. There's nothing else. Yes, just needs to do one thing. And I misplayed it really hard there. Maybe he could have done more if he killed this. I think he would kill the Xin Zhao and die, probably, would be my guess. And he would just go 1 for 1, but... Yeah, this is what I mean, TP to bot tier 1. I think Zeus might have to do the same mid. There's an Unleashed anyway, who cares? I think this is gone. Maybe they can play a fight here. Showmaker has a good position. If he has stopwatch, no he doesn't. Oh, nice flash hook by Keria. Holy shit, Keria smurfing. Oh my god, he's out. Is he dead? Red Smite or something? No, he's fine. Canyon's dead. T1 win. Yeah, T1 win. Oh my god, that was a really good team fight by Keria. Showmaker's dead too. Oh, flash. Nice. Holy my, dude, Keria is so fucking good. Keria, he had a ward over the wall and he saw Showmaker run and he just flash hooked blind and got the hook onto Showmaker. That was, can we see Keria POV? That was fucking sick. Show me Keria POV, please. Look at Keria, look, he sees him on this ward, just flash hooks the bush instantly, knocks him up. Everyone on Showmaker. I think that push by Showmaker, maybe, I mean, I guess he had to do it. And it's a 4v5. Good stopwatch by Keria as well. Then Guma gets his ass off. Nice. Scheduled to miss because Showmaker pushed them. Kennen has no flash for like 10 seconds. But they probably think he has flash. And it's probably bad to go into a choke anyway. Good. I think T1 should play over bot now. I think this Herald... Oh, Nuguri's creeping. Oh, close. So T1 have a really good game state because what will happen is Damwon have to defend the top lane no matter what because they have Herald. If they go bot, then they lose their tier 2. But what T1 can do is they can mess with them pretty hard. If they just keep mid push and keep hovering top, eventually they'll get this top tier 1. But if Damwon overcommit to defend, they can just herald this mid tier 2. So they have really good game state. Like, just patience and don't choke. And if they all go topside and try to defend this tier 1 too much, then just herald mid. Also Drake's up soon, so I think Faker will just probably base eventually and just go towards Drake. So Damwon's best option here is to not fight Drake, it looks like. I guess they want to take this top tier 1. It's a losing trade because you will lose bot tier 1 and they can herald bot tier 2, yeah. They can herald bot tier 2. So now Damwon have a really awkward scenario where you have to defend bot, but you can't really fight Drake either. So this is really good by T1. I guess you just, like, in these scenarios, when you're just pulled around so much, eventually you just say, fuck it. I think Canyon should have just stayed in fog, and then they can just get this top tier 1. Because now they can't really, I mean, they should be able to get it anyway. What happened here? How did Damwon get here? Oh, nice flash by Zeus. Really nice flash. Holy fuck, Zeus is smurfing. I think this flash R on Ornn is really strong. Oh, he didn't mean to do that. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that. All I'm gonna say is T1 has won every series we've co-streamed, and they've lost every single series I haven't co-streamed. Oh, nobody flanking. They have stopwatch carrier. Canyon's alive, but Nobody's one shot. Canyon's dead as well. Yeah, it's over. It's over. That should be pretty easy though. This Xin Zhao has no flash. I think they can turn. They have so much turn. It's unbelievable. I would whip the whole team if they don't turn very well with this comp. Like, Wukong is probably one of the best turning junglers with W. Nautilus, like, it's... They just have to turn on the Xin Zhao. What is happening? Oh my god, it's disgusting, but it works. There was some psycho play there by Damwon in my head, if I think about it, where Showmaker just sends it and ults them back and they finish somehow. I'm sure there was some psycho play there that could have happened. Here, I'm sure there's a psycho play here somewhere, where Showmaker just goes in and ults them somehow. I don't know. And they finish somewhere there. Ornn ult is good. Oh, really nice. He queued in his Ornn ult to make sure he can knock up Canyon afterwards. Really good mechanics on Ornn. Small things, but adds up. Alright, GG. Oh, that was disgusting.
Faker's like, hold on,
he's just gonna kill this guy.
Dead Piggy. Piggy is dead, so is the Xin Zhao, and that's going to be everybody as Duck Time. He's having a little bit of fun. Down he will go as well. That is going to be another kill into the pockets of Guma.
Hey, good game by T1. They fucking botched this bot dive pretty hard, but
that's gonna do it for game number
can you actually? I'm not sure. Can you cleanse in Samira ult and still ult? Can you cleanse during Samira ult and continue ulting? I don't know if he had. I guess then Guma's ult. If he has his EQ up, actually he could just cleanse auto attack. I think. I don't know. You can heal during Samira ult, right? Does cleanse have like a cast time or something then? Like a mini cast time? Is that why it cancels it? Let's go. I don't believe Twitch chat. All my chat was saying no, it doesn't, and then all my chat was saying yes, it does. You guys are fucking trolling me. Okay, Wukong ban. Big T1 could play Draven into Kalista. Gwen is up. Gwen is pretty OP. You will 1-2 Azir. I don't like 1-2 Azir. Maybe it's OP, but I don't know.
With the Sivir band,
I don't think Faker does 1-2 Sylas. I think they will 1-2 Gwen. Pretty sure they'll prio Gwen. What are you playing with Nautilus?
See the Ahri come through, another lockdown for this Ahri.
Yeah, I like it. Does Damwon play Zeri Braum? No, I think they should play Zeri Leona. Leona Lissandra sounds sus. Talia can work. People scared of Gwen counters like Jax. In the LPL, I would get it. I have Vi. Yeah, Vi.
With the Vi gone here,
I think if they don't pick Samira, it's banned. They'll ban Draven
right
Samira.
Poke,
let's go.
If they are going to play Draven, I think it makes sense to get it here. For bans now,
what do you want support? Do you care about Braum and Leona?
You
should definitely ban Braum.
I like the rise
of Leona. Fine ban. They should ban Braum. I think T1 is griefing if they don't ban Braum.
Leeson taken away.
Draven Nautilus? Oh, I think it's a mistake. When you pick Draven on 3 on red side, you ban Brown most cases, right? What would owner pick here?
As
Jarvan is
Leeson
useless.
gone means
Pantheon, don't pick Pantheon.
Feels like a Xin Zhao angle here.
Okay,
We've seen the Pantheon once.
I would allow it if
not
you play
go well.
Sejuani on 5.
We'll
I would
see
allow
if
it. Or you play Ornn on 5. I think if they play like
They
Kennen Ornn or
They think
Sejuani on
of
5,
save
and I would allow it. What do you, 4-5 here is
draft is
Damwon.
very
I think you just
multifaceted
go
in that it both scales up pretty
Ornn
well.
Brown. Is that
with
completely
the
in?
Draven
Here
pick
on
if he gets
4-5?
enough
I feel like it's good against
actions, but also
Draven.
can be
A Zeus can play Akali into Gwen.
flexibility is
And I think it's fine if they blind Gwen and you play
I don't
Akali
know
into
how I
it.
feel about
Because
Braum.
Zeus is really fucking good at Akali.
Braum is just, he's good for
Gwen is banned, yeah I know, but I'm saying if they banned Braum, right, instead of Gwen, then Damwon would blind Gwen and you can play Akali into it. I can see why they didn't do Aatrox. I think playing Aatrox, Draven, Xin Zhao into Ornn Braum Vi is kind of suicide if you don't get ahead.
I like the Gragas a lot more
Gragas
because
is a
now
lot
you
safer.
have
Because now you're playing double AP solo lanes at least into Ornn,
both
which is
protect and
fine.
attack.
And Ornn has good disrupt.
I
Against,
overall
Gragas has good
like
disrupt against
T1's
Ornn.
composition way more. I think Damwon Kia's
Sejuani would
comp has
also be
somewhat of an
fine, but
identity
I don't think
crisis
they want to play Sejuani into
mid-game
Sylas.
team fighting around Sylas Vi.
Because if they have Sejuani ult on Sylas with Vi, I
also
think your
then the
Draven is
Ornn
fucking dead with an
mid-game
Ornn ult as
fighting
well.
plus Zeri, who
Yeah, I think
doesn't
they
really
should have
want to be
banned
doing
Braum. I
that
think
too
it's so
much
fucking
because
mean to not
she's
ban
not gonna
Braum.
be able to- in the past, not really the case.
Keria tried it again.
Yeah, it's very
So
true.
Keria does this on
Bottom
Nautilus
lane,
where
you know,
he
we've seen a lot
auto-attacks a
of,
creep, but before his
lanes
auto goes
just
off, he
go
throws a
ahead and
hook.
pick up stuff
So the
like
hook looks
Sivir,
disjointed
which is
from the
always
champ,
banned nowadays as
and
the
it can
Charm
actually
is going to
catch
land
off guard
here.
by the
Showmaker
animation a bit.
wanna take it more
So he buffers his
aggressive than
auto,
we're
and as
seeing
it's
out of
gonna hit,
most Sylas.
he cancels his
Doesn't
auto
wanna
and
give up
Qs,
full
so his
lane control,
champ
but it's
doesn't turn
also
around.
his health bar.
That's pretty cool.
We'll
I
see
think a lot of
how
people are
this,
slowly
mid
picking up on
lane
it, which is good.
matchup is the priority.
He always does it on the level 2 creep
To
as
other
well.
lanes that could have been
Yeah, like Guma hits it as he's about to do the animation cancel. I think he's like enemy bot lane will have a different timer as to when Nautilus can be mid maybe now. He could also go. No, he can't go top the
I
wave
was
crash.
just gonna say, like, for me, I was getting a little bit
Oh, he's
tired
gonna
of
run
the
to owner.
standard,
He's gonna Shawn and Ward if he does that.
AD tank meta
That's not
on
much
top
for
side
Keria
of
to
the
do.
map, so I was really
It was
excited
good to
when
base
Cards made a
that,
return
like,
a little bit even though the
have an
win
extra
was
3 or
bad.
4 seconds there.
And up to dodge those spells probably. And I mean, Faker, if you get a lost chapter on your first buy, you never have mana problems.
Oh, Zeus!
Oh, Nuggery.
Oh, Zeus. Actually, something I've always wondered, because I've seen it so many times, but I feel like I've never seen it happen, so I just want to make sure. When you take Ariel to Sylas, you don't get resets on kills as Sylas, right? On Ariel. That doesn't happen, does it? And you don't get healed on kills, right? Because you don't get the stack. I don't think you get stacks. I haven't actually played Sylas into Ari. I used to play so much Sylas. But it comes from her passive, the reset on the stacks, right? I've seen like Sylas top dives or side lane dives.
Yeah, and for Damwon Kia,
where he uses 3 charges and gets a kill, but he doesn't ult out and just dies. I've seen it happen multiple times.
Face checking a brush. That is a dead Showmaker.
Oh, first
And
blood
by
for
the
Guma.
way,
I've seen it with my own eyes. I feel like you don't.
Collector. Here's Nuggery in a rough spot. He's looking pretty dead as well. As are the chances right now for Damwon Kia.
based on this series alone, not so high.
Everyone say bye to Karina. Everyone wave. Oh, Guma's dead.
Draven as they'll give the kill to
He's waving back, you see it?
here.
Everyone wave.
Okay,
Wave!
well,
So what happened there? I wasn't really paying attention. So this was the first blood. Showmaker just face checks bot side. Yeah. I mean, I think he thinks he's safe because he has a pink in river and his jungler's on blue. But the pink in river is further up in a brush, so I think Keria hugged the Drake wall, I presume, so he actually didn't see Keria go into that brush, so that's kind of unlucky. And then Nuggery, yes, Star runs top after heralding mid and Nuggery dies.
I'm not sure because he saw owner.
There was a pink here by Damwon in this bush, and Keria was here, but Showmaker didn't see him, so I guess Keria ran like that and it didn't cover him, and Vi was on blue, so that was kind of sad. I was very unsure on the Braum, and I still am unsure on the Braum. I don't think the game is won yet for T1. I actually think Bible was playing well. I'm surprised that Damwon aren't trying a bit more with Bible. I think they should try a bit more with Bible. He seemed to bring like a... I don't know what the word is, because teams have honeymoon phases, and I feel like a player joining can also bring like a miniature version of a honeymoon phase if they have a different way of playing the game. And Bible's way of playing the game was very fast-paced, which I think suits their mid jungle quite well. I think their mid jungle likes to be quite fast paced. Like they won't. I don't think they're much of the scaling enjoyers, and I think they're actually very capable players of playing early game centric around side lanes. And I don't know. I just don't feel like they have any side lanes spread around this split. It just feels like their bots shit, and they lose a lot of sides of their matchups, and they get pushed in. And their top laners. Like,
but when you're this far behind,
I don't know, their top laners, like Nuguri he comes into this team in a Gwen Gnar GP meta, and what is his champ pool? Like, every single game I see him, he's playing Ornn or Sejuani or Gnar, that's kinda it. He played a bit of GP, he did really well in GP, but he's been playing a lot of tanks recently. His last few games, Sejuani, his Camille game was okay, Sejuani, Gnar, Camille's okay, Sejuani, Ornn, Sion. Not the best meta for Nuguri, I think. I think it's easier to have a player who has a good lane and makes mistakes out of lane than it is to have a player who loses lane but doesn't make mistakes out of lane, in my eyes. Because I think lane phase is harder to fix than mid-game mistakes as a player, individual decision making. Because decision making can be changed a lot in so many ways, in so many different ways.
He dropped a 24 kill game.
Okay, we'll see if this
I think if you take a player with a good lane phase and you just sit down for 3 or 4 weeks, I think you can fix his mid-game decisions, or like how he approaches the game when he's ahead.
Going into Damon's bottom turret right now. They're losing all of that farm due to the teleport up to the top side here. So T1 managed the wave well, and now they're in position.
Okay, big fight. Gragasult misses from Showmaker.
Everybody on the side.
Faker missed the charm. Ornn gonna be pretty good.
And the engage here as we have Ornn on the bottom side.
Ram shield was okay. Showmaker flashes out. Nuguri's gonna die. No, he's out. No one dies. Yeah, World's meta is. I feel like, in my eyes, World's meta. The start of the tournament, there's always a change before Worlds. From my eyes, I feel like international events always have changes before them, where everyone gets sucked into these new changes in group stage, or they get sucked into like their domestic playstyles in group stage. But then the World's meta comes in, where everyone's scrimming each other, and after weeks, people decide that scaling on stage is just slightly better, and team fights on stage are slightly better, and no one really goes. And that's just, I feel like, a trend I've seen in Worlds.
You don't get stacks as Silas. It's bound to Ari's passive. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Stay awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. Thanks, man. You're real. Thanks for the 5. I thought so. I knew chat was trolling me.
Oh. Okay, we're trying to get on top of an Ari right now.
They even chase this guy?
Barely even auto once.
Yeah, I think Q flash, maybe you can carry and chase.
Stopwatch, and he's 2 levels up.
Showmaker can collapse, don't need the Q flash.
1v3 at the end of all things, as Silas eventually will come down, and actually
that's a kill, but you're losing your bot tier 3.
Yeah, but the base is opening up.
Only thing they can really do, they need to get mid tower and top tier 1 now, and they might have a small chance to find a way back in this game, but they won't get it. T1's just gonna run mid, I guess. Yeah, there's not much Faker can do, there's nowhere to go. Unless he kinda went like this.
Now, you know, Duckdom does have 2 kills, but it's just not really gonna matter in this game, as he is going to be absolutely pummeled. As in goes Keria for the flash and hook once again. And this time we have a huge front line here for the side of T1. They are just dominating this fight. It is so one-sided. Canyon is able to get 1 kill, but that is a tiny consolation prize compared to what T1
has been able to garner
in this game. Nuguri is caught out as
really
well.
Good series by T1.
And that will be Guma picking up yet another
really good series by Owner.
In this one. You don't want to get too out of hand, but there is Infernal Soul at the moment. That's a nice Everfrost from Showmaker and a fantastic Ornhorn, but
nice flash by
no
Zeus.
follow-up here from the side of DK, as nice step charge, though, is going to deny it for just a bit. Zeus
maybe there's an angle here for them one.
All of a sudden, I mean, bit by bit, the pieces are falling. How is this happening? Zeus just left out to dry.
Faker has ult up soon. I think Faker can turn this.
Not in a good enough position to fight this.
Maybe.
Yeah,
or Duckdom, what the fuck?
There is the value in the Phantom Dance.
And Faker TP in here, can they fight this? It's gonna be quite slow. I think they can take the 4v5.
I'm a believer now. I don't know what is happening.
Teleport coming through from Faker. He's got an angle here.
Okay, Keria, he's throwing out emotes. He's looking cool, but he's not gonna look cool when he's dead. Now Faker, you know, he's got this angle, but the Braum is finding value. In goes Honor. He's not
what? Nuguri got it.
Gets it, of all people, as Faker does an insane amount of damage on the backside.
Does Owner die?
T1 just clean up anyway. No. As eventually
close
they
for
will.
a second.
It wasn't clean, but they did eventually take the fight here, as the cask is going to be good, and another kill will go. So he goes for that, but means that he's not going to be chunking people just yet. Not that he would be at this point in the game, or he shouldn't be, as this is a nice Ornhorn.
Not bad for Damwon. Oh, he got interrupted on his knock up there, Noguri.
From Zave.
Yeah,
have to get in here somehow, Damwon.
Oh, no.
Alright, it's gone.
Okay, one last chance for Damwon Kia to extend this game.
Well, they're not going to get the Drake, that's for sure, as the Ornhorn, not quite as good as other times, as Ingo's owner, and the massive whirling death is just going to tear through them, but they get off the back line. They're going to take out Kuma. They actually do get that one pick as Duckdom now with an ultimate here.
Zeri interstage left.
Yeah, I mean, it's 80 carry that's fed against 80 carry that's dead. As now Duckdom is trying to kite it out, but Owner is just incredibly strong. Oh, I gotta... Okay, he's gonna zap him. Flashes in, he's gonna kill him.
Champ.
He's gonna kill Faker.
Oh,
Duckdom is going to live.
I mean, they do a lot of damage at the stage.
Yeah, the Baron should be 100% T1s.
They have to take the fight.
They say, we've got a Zeri, we've got a Dream. Do they have the tools to get into this one? Depth charge on the Duckdom. He has to get away.
It's
the damage
unfightable.
is not there from the Zeri for the entirety of this fight. And that should be enough. Carry is going to put an end to that one as Faker going to miss the charm here. He's on the run, but he's got his Zhonya's. And that should be enough. The barrel comes in, and he gets booped on the head.
All right, clean 2-0.
Belly, and that won't do it. It looked a little bit scary, but not really.
A little bit shaky in some fights, but looking good.
And they will
looking good.
Yeah,
LCK is really competitive.
T1 with their return to form
Peithi, Genji, LSB.
Season. After some shaky
Playoffs will be fun.
Nongshim, a loss to Live Sandbox.
I think Genji, T1 both leveling up for finals.
Old rivals